What's going on, family? I want to let you guys know that I'm here for you guys. I know life is rough, life is unforgiving, and sometimes life can be funny. It can be funny in the funny way, but it can be funny as in unpredictable. Life can knock you over the head sometimes and put you on the ground. Life can lay you on your back and put you in a situation where you just don't want to get up in the morning. You just don't want to get up in the morning and go to work. You just don't want to get out of bed. You just don't want to talk to nobody. Your wife, your kids, your spouse, your friends. I get it. And I know some of you guys want to check out, or you feel that way, and you may not even speak on it, but it's there. And it almost seems like it goes away, that feeling, but it comes back. It goes away, and then it comes back. I know what that feels like. But don't give up. Don't give in. Like I said in my past videos, I had a mom that never wanted to really be consistent in my life and came up with every excuse on why she wasn't there or why she couldn't be there. I only seen her about 5 times throughout my whole life. I was abused from my father, psychologically, mentally, and physically, for years. I came into this world with a deformity. My left hand smaller than my right hand. Same thing with my right arm and my left arm. My left arm is way smaller than my right. There was times when I was younger, I wanted to let go. I felt like God cursed me, that God didn't love me. Who am I? I'm not important. I felt like I was a nobody. I felt like, why me? So I know exactly how a lot of you guys feel. And some of you guys are in the worst position than I am. Some of y'all don't have legs or arms. Some of you guys have been in the adoption system. Some of you guys have been adopted. And the people you call parents are the parents that's not even your biological parents. So I get it. Life is rough. Life is tough. Some of y'all lost your mom and your dad at an early age. I mean, there's some serious unfairness going on in our world that most people don't really talk about. Most people don't really get. They don't understand. Right? So I understand. I understand. There's times where, like I said, I wanted to I wanted to cancel the whole situation. But there was a thing inside me where it was like, you know what? There's a reason why God allowed me to experience this, to experience my parents. And I always thought to myself, maybe the whole point was for me to break generational curse, to be the one, to be the chosen one, to break bad habits that destroy families, that can destroy children. To be to be a father, to be strong but sensitive enough to know you can't go too far with your children. You can't go too far with your in my situation as a male, you guys can't go too far with your wife, right? Don't temper mercy with justice. And vice versa when it comes to a wife and her husband, or when it comes to a mother and her kids. We as parents have a serious responsibility, a serious commitment that's bigger than us. And I don't know who I'm talking to out there, but to be honest with you, I'm looking at my camera and I'm talking to myself. But I know, all in all, I'm talking to a lot of folks out there that are hurting, that could be confused and don't know really what's going on or understand what's going on. And you guys are doing your best to keep it together, to hold on to that family, to keep yourself together, to continue to be a leader even though you're having a hard time showing leadership, and most importantly, being a leader to yourself. But we can get past this and we can get through this if we don't give up. And I know a lot of us can end up turning to drugs, thinking that that's the answer, or to alcoholism, believing that that's the answer. Or we just want to make ourselves feel better and we want to numb the pain. But sometimes we have to, or most of the time, have to deal with things head on. That's the only way it's going to get better, is to deal with it head on. Get that therapy. Do your best to do the inner work and to learn. If it's church, you do it. I'm a firm believer in God, but I don't push religion on people. I'm more of a spiritual person anyways. I've learned when you put all your burdens on God and you say, here, Lord, I'm going to give it to you. I don't know how I'm going to get through this situation. I don't know how I'm going to get past it. I don't know how this, I don't know how that, but I'm going to give it to you and I'm going to do my best just to keep moving and to keep pushing. No matter what. I've learned in my 48 years, things do get better. Like, for instance, I've learned how to operate without a mother, a biological mother. Even though I had my grandmother, and she was very essential when it comes to a mother. She took my mother's spot, and she was happy to do it. But no one could truly ever fill her shoes. The possibility, if she ever was to step forward and do her best, nobody could do it like Mama. And of course, I had a stepmom, but again, she didn't have any sympathy or empathy or understanding, in my humble opinion, the responsibilities of a mom. It's not just to financially take care of your kids. It's also the responsibility of a mom to be there emotionally. Not just spiritually, but emotionally also. To be a true nurturer. And then I had a father who loved me, and he was consistent, but again, he was very abusive. And now that I have children, I do my best to make sure that I don't do the bad things that he did. So here it is on one end, I don't I never really had a biological mom. I don't know what that feels like. I don't know what that could have looked like. I definitely know I missed a lot. And that hurt. And that's pretty much my life story. And then I had a father, but it was almost like he despised me. It's kind of like, if I get his name right, Tyrion in the movie Game of Thrones. His father despised him because he almost killed his mom through birth, right? He was a dwarf. If I worded it right, I know there's a special word other than that for his lack of height. And in the movie, his dad was saying, you know, I could have took you to the beach, took you to the beach, in other words, and let the waves take over you, because he was short, because he was small, and it wasn't a good look for the father. And there's a whole lot of other things that went with that. But that's how I felt my father felt about me. He was almost embarrassed of me, but he never really showed it. But I know he despised me because of how I came out. And it wasn't my fault that I came out like this. So you work with what you got. You work with what you got. You ain't got no parents, or you got jacked up parents. You got one parent that's not even there, and then you got another parent that is there, but he's beating your ass, jacking you up psychologically, making you feel small and stupid. And you grew up like that, and then now you're an adult and you're forced to put all the pieces together and form some kind of picture so you can figure out, how can I move in this life with what I got, which isn't much. Which isn't much. You move forward anyways. That's how you do it. You move forward anyways. We got the internet at our fingertips. We got therapy at our fingertips. And therapy isn't everything, but it helps. Religion isn't everything, but it helps. Spirituality isn't everything, but it helps. You got to do your part. And to me, the number one part is, like that song goes, stay alive. Staying alive, staying alive, staying alive. That's the first thing. Stay alive. Do not quit. Don't give up. Because when you give up, the enemy won. They won. The devil won. The enemy won. And then you got all these people who love you. You may think they don't love you. Certain people love you. You're important. People love you. And just because you're not sure, or you don't know if people love you, doesn't mean they don't love you. Especially if you got kids and you got a wife. And let's just say you don't have kids, you don't have a wife, you don't have a husband. People still love you. And if nobody loves you, God loves you. If nobody loves you, I love you. And you need to love yourself enough to go, you know what? Nah, I ain't doing that. Because there's been many times I've thought about that throughout my life. I could just let go. And I'm glad I didn't, because if I had truly let go, I wouldn't have matured into the man that I am today. I wouldn't have learned all the stuff that I learned at this point in my life. I wouldn't have the wisdom that I have today. And the wisdom I have is real simple. Keep moving forward. If you need help, you ask for help. And the best way to ask for help is to get therapy, get some kind of counseling. Try to figure out what is making you move the way you move. And that's one of the things I love about the ancient Egyptians, hieroglyphed on the walls, know thyself. You never fully will know yourself. It takes a lifetime. I'm quite sure several lifetimes to truly get a chance to know who you are. So you do everything you can to learn who you are. Learn your family history. Learn who you are. And like I said, do not quit. Do not give up. Too many people are just throwing in the towel and they just letting go. And they breaking hearts by doing that. And there's a saying, troubles don't last always. And your issue isn't as big as you may think it is. And this too shall pass. The chosen ones go through hell and back, y'all. It ain't what you think. Oh, I'm the chosen one. It ain't that kind of chosen one. Trust me, those that aren't chosen ones and you want to be a chosen one, you don't want this. You don't want this. You don't want a broken heart. And then it heals, and then it breaks again and it heals. You don't want to experience what we experience as the chosen ones. It ain't all exciting and fun. The chosen ones go through it. But at the end of the day, we keep pushing. I believe I'm going to have a better future than I have in the past. Why? Because I'm optimistic and I'm not pessimistic. I'm not only a survivor, I thrive. I'm a conqueror. I'm God's son. You're God's son and you're God's daughter. And with him, with God, or the universe, whatever you guys want to call it, because it's something bigger than us. And there's a reason why we're here. And I believe one of the reasons why we're here, especially the chosen ones, the ones that have went through hell and back, who have a testimony, the ones that have a testimony, the ones that went through hell and back, I believe one of the reasons why you guys are here, why we are here, is so that we can get through our issues, be better than what we were yesterday, no matter what comes in front of us, no matter what obstacles we may experience, whether we have a mother or a father, whether we have lost our siblings, our family, we still push forward because someone else is always going through worse, and we can give them a word of encouragement and let them know you are bigger than your issue. You are bigger than your problem. Don't let nobody make you second guess who you are and whose you are. This is Mike, keeping it simple and precise.